Hey, good morning. Welcome to Soul/welcome back to Soul. I'm really, really happy that you're joining me today. And I'm super grateful that you're making time to listen to this little food for thought podcast. I'm really curious what it is you do while you're listening to this podcast. I've had very interesting feedback from some of you. Some are in the sauna. Congrats to you. Love that for you. Some are commuting to work or to school on the school bus. Some are brushing their teeth. And I remember that was one of my first fans who told me that it's the food for thought to wake up in the morning and while you're getting ready, listen to the podcast. But yeah, just a little bit of curiosity from my end. So feel free to comment or also reach out on Instagram. I'm thinking of also going on TikTok because I have a few Gen Z fans and maybe I need to start doing this at some point. Anyway, I always say one of the things I don't like is people who keep blabbing on podcasts and not get to the point, which is why this is a food for thought podcast. And yet here I am going on and on and on. So what I would like to talk to you about today is one of the most beautiful lessons that life is going to offer you. And that is that you have so much power over your surroundings, so much more than you think. You shape the energy around you. You create the space that you exist in. Now, of course, there's some exceptions, and I'll get to those in a second. But from the smallest habits to the biggest interaction, it is all a reflection of the energy you bring. Cool. What does that mean in plain English? Let's take the internet as an example. Let's take social media. Your algorithm. It is built based on what you spend time looking at. You get to choose whether you're feeding your mind with drama, hate, gossip, tabloids, or with knowledge, compassion, creativity, and truth. Even AI, and yes, even conversations like the ones I have when I come to ChatGPT for help. I go to ChatGPT very frankly when I have an idea for a podcast and I just can't frame my ideas in one way. So I just write down everything that I want to say and I say, can you put this in English that is easy to understand, like in keywords that I'll be able to make sense of? And what happens is that even ChatGPT reflects back the energy you put in. If you come with intention, depth, and kindness, you get thoughtfulness, heart, and sincerity in return. My ChatGPT instance is always hyping me up, literally. Like, wow, you're putting together such thoughtful and uplifting episodes. It's a joy to help you shape them. Can you imagine working with AI and having it spit this out to you? Like, how beautiful. And it isn't just algorithms or machines, but it's the same thing in life. It's about the friends you attract, the opportunities that find you, even the foods you eat. And side note, by the way, there was a study that showed that food made with love and good energy actually holds better nutritional value and taste. It's wild, but it also makes total sense if you think about it. And then they had someone come in who, I'm going to try and find it and see if I can link it to the Instagram post this week, but they had someone come in and they were really, really not feeling well. So even the food, the person who ended up tasting it, I think got food poisoning or something. Sorry, TMI. But it's just to explain how real this is. You may have even heard about this really famous Japanese water experiment where scientists spoke loving words to water and hateful words to another glass of water. And the water literally responded differently. It changed. It carried the energy it received. They looked under the microscope and they were both completely different. And you're made mostly of water. Think about that for a second. Every interaction, every environment that you're part of, you're not just passively existing in it. You're co-creating it. The vibes you bring become the vibes you live in. Now, I want to take a quick pause here as well, especially when we're talking about vibes you live in, to talk about people who may not necessarily have that happy energy in your household or in your job. I want you to remember that you can still create this space within you. I hope that you are able to create this happy and positive, and I don't mean toxically positive, but an environment, whether you don't have the capacity for this at home, perhaps at school or a club, right? Something with sports, but create this energy. The energy is in you. I don't want you to ever think that it is lacking and therefore it doesn't exist. Energy only transforms, right? It is not created. It has no end. So next time that you're frustrated about what's showing up in your life, pause and ask, What energy am I putting into the world? Choose wisely, choose lovingly. Because even if AI takes over one day, hey, anything's possible, right? You want to be the human they remember treating with dignity or kindness and respect. And more than anything, you want to be the human that treated yourself and your world that way first. Now, as always, we do this step by step, day by day. Thank you so much for joining me, and I will see you next week on Soul.